Hello YouTube. In this video we will take a closer look at the ASUS GTX 1060 Turbo. Here are the test system specifications. At stock, this card runs at 1709 MHz and has a maximum boost clock of 1911 MHz, and the memory runs at 8 GHz. Using GPU Tweak 2 for overclocking, I was able to increase the core clock by 179 up to 1888 MHz, which gives a maximum boost clock of 2088 MHz. Overclocking the memory, I was able to achieve 9 GHz, which I found to be impressive. Looping Unigine Heaven a few times with the automatic fan curve, the clocks did not dip below 2012 MHz, though the temperature of the card did get a bit hot. But it is summertime here, so the ambient temperatures are raising the GPU temperature by a few degrees. In the following tests, I ran the card at stock and with the overclock reached in GPU Tweak 2. Here's some numbers after running Unigine Heaven for around 15 minutes. Temperatures got up to around 82°C with the fan spinning at 57% under this demanding benchmark. Ignore the 92°C temperature target here. That is linked with the power target I set to 116%. Here's some game benchmarks. In some games the resolution is set to 1080p to get around 60 frames per second. Forza 6 Apex ran at the Ultra preset at 2560 by 1440 at 60 frames per second, and the card kept cool and quiet throughout. Killer Instinct runs cool and very quiet just like Forza 6 Apex. In these two games, you can't hear the GPU over the case fans. Rise of the Tomb Raider is running here at 2560 by 1440 on the high preset. My benchmarks were done at Ultra, but to get a higher frame rate I turned this down to high while playing. Still looks amazing. Quantum Break is running here at the Ultra preset at 2560 by 1440 with upscaling included. This is one of my favorite games of this year, and one of the best looking too. The game is pretty demanding, so it can reach fairly high temperatures. In Rise of the Tomb Raider and Quantum Break, the fans do spin up a bit, but they do not become annoyingly loud, in my opinion. Here is a closer look at the card with the shroud and heatsink removed. There are slots for 8 GB of RAM, but 2 are missing. They've included 2 extra heat pads for VRAM. A closer look confirms that the ASUS logo is simply a thick piece of plastic with the logo printed on it. You can replace this logo with your own if you like. This is an amazing value at $249. It runs every game that I want to play and even does well in 2560 by 1440. The blower fan is solid, but the card can get pretty hot. This concludes this review. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.